guys, welcome back to my channel. So for today's video, we're going to do a good old-fashioned luxury beauty haul, and I have a few PR items in here as well. So before we go any further, let's take a second to grab our iced coffee or a hot coffee. Let's take a sip and let's get started. For those of you who are new to my channel, I'm a makeup artist as well as esthetician, and I now offer an online beauty consulting service. So think of this as your one-on-one personalized beauty coaching service. If you have questions about what foundation or concealer shades you should be buying or makeup applications, if you have any questions like that, please make sure to make an appointment in the description box down below. There's a link, just click through that and you can have your personalized one-on-one consultation booked. So for today's haul, I have some new and some old mixed in together, and some of these here I've already done reviews on, but you at home may not have had the chance to watch every single review that I've done. So it's just a good way to catch up and just to see if you've missed anything in the past few weeks. And as I mentioned, I also have PR. Now, if you have watched my channel for any amount of time, you know that I am quite persnickety and quite picky when it comes to the PR that I receive, because oftentimes companies like to add a lot of strings attached to their free products, which I always refuse. However, the brands that I'm mentioning today don't have any strings attached, so I am free as a bird, which makes me very happy. So the first item in the haul here is this new Chanel Coco Mademoiselle L'Eau Privée. This is the nighttime fragrance. Can you think of anything more extra, more luxurious than a nighttime fragrance, a perfume solely for bedtime? This is a lighter version of Coco Mademoiselle. It's much less intense and it doesn't last as long, although it does last a few hours. This one here is much less strong in the patchouli note. Like the regular Coco Mademoiselle I find has a lot of patchouli. This doesn't whatsoever. It's very musky, and there's some citrus, there's some Sicilian orange in there, I believe, and there's lots of jasmine and rose. It's a really nice soft fragrance. As I mentioned, it's just luxury extra. It's exactly what I want. And I have to say that this packaging is so beautiful. I love this frosted bottle. I love the white and the gold. Everything about this I just am so head over heels for. Next up is something pretty new to me. This is the Chantecaille Fall Collection. So this is their Safari Trio palette, and this is just a beautiful eyeshadow palette. You have a nice neutral taupe color, you have this burnished red, and then the last one is this coppery gold color. It's definitely a more neutral eye. These shadows are satin finish, but they're not the high shine blinding. They're definitely more subtle and more natural than the Hummingbird palette, than the animal singles that came out last year, you know, like the lion, the pangolin, the elephant, etc. A lot of my audience here on YouTube is in the mature category. Most of you are 45 and up. And a lot of you said that you really prefer this formula because you have mature eyelids and you don't want the super sparkly eyeshadow, and I understand. And so a lot of you really, really love this. And there's some people who don't because it's just not that intense. The color doesn't feel like it's showing up as much, and I understand. For me, I appreciate it for what it is. This is just a really soft, natural look. I think with this, I need to wear lots of liner and mascara, but I don't know, I just appreciate it for what it is. It's a very soft, elegant, natural fall look. I think all three of these colors are perfect for fall, and this is limited edition. If you didn't buy this but want to, I would highly recommend that you get in touch with a sales associate, because I think they've sold out online. So try to get in touch with anyone if you really want this, because I don't think it's going to be available for much longer. And then I got the lip veil here called Acacia. Oh my goodness, the packaging is beautiful. It's this beautiful burgundy red wine color, which I think is just such a quintessential fall color. And the lip color itself is beautiful. I love the lip veil formula. It's so creamy and hydrating, and it stains the lips. It's just, this screams 90s to me, like 90s chic, supermodel, Vogue. I don't know, something about this entire look screams 90s to me, and I love it so much. All right, now we have a foundation here from Chanel. This is the Les Beiges Healthy Glow Foundation. It's hydrating and long wearing. I have the shade B30. Now, I did a review and wear test of this foundation a few weeks ago. Spoiler alert, it's fantastic. It's such a beautiful natural foundation. It keeps its luminosity all day long. It's technically supposed to be for every skin type. If you have oily skin, you will not like this. That oily, not oily, but that luminous glow stays with you all day. So if you have oily skin, you probably don't like that. But if you have normal skin, dry skin, dehydrated skin, mature skin, this is for you. It's so lightweight, it's so natural, it's so flawless. It's such a good foundation. I love it so much. Okay, next up we have these beautiful Dior 5 Couleurs Couture eyeshadow palettes. Now, Dior skipped their fall collection this year. I'm not sure why. It could be because of the global situation, but they decided to push these eyeshadow palettes instead. So today I am wearing the palette called Soft Cashmere. It's this beautiful taupey neutral palette. It might look unassuming, but it is so beautiful on the eyes. This is a beautiful formula. You have 4 satin shades and 1 matte, and I have 3 palettes. In my opinion, all 3 are magnificent. This new formula is amazing. I also picked up Denim, which is probably the most flashy of the palettes that I picked up, but it is just the most quintessential, perfect blue palette ever. It has every shade of blue that I could want. They all perform so well. It's just such a beautiful palette. You guys know how much I love blue eyeshadows, and this palette here is no exception. And then last but not least, we have Plum Tulle, which is this beautiful soft purple palette. I think this is somewhere in between Soft Cashmere and Denim, because Soft Cashmere is very neutral and natural. Denim is very bold and in your face. And this one here is sort of in the middle. It has color, it's colorful, but it isn't as bold or as flashy as Denim. And I just love how the purples stay purple, because sometimes on my warmer skin tone, purples and blues and greens turn into this muddy brown instead of just staying their natural color. And these quads here, or I should say these quints here, are just so magnificent. I literally cannot say enough good things about these new palettes. Please remember, these are part of the permanent collection. You might feel the urge to buy every single palette out there. I understand, I know that urge, but these are sticking around. So they might sell out, but they're going to get more stock. So just keep that in mind. Okay, so the next 2 brands I'm going to talk about did send me items for free in PR, but these are all my opinions here. So the first company that reached out to me is Benefit Cosmetics, and they sent me a plethora of eyebrow products here and 1 mascara. So let me talk you through these. I think they may have in fact sent me every eyebrow product that they have. So the first item they sent me here is their Goof Proof Eyebrow Pencil in number 4. So this is a dark brown shade. I think it's a perfect match for me. This is an eyebrow pencil and shaper, but it doesn't need to be sharpened. You just have your product here. You can twist it out. You don't need to sharpen it, which is really nice. This is really great. It's really easy to use. I used it today. There's not much else to say. It's a good color, and also the waxy, colorful part is really easy. Sometimes brands make products that are a bit of a stiffer wax, and you end up having to really drag the color along to get payoff. This, you barely have to touch to your face and you get color payoff. So you don't really have to go over too many times, and you don't have to press it onto your face that hard. You sort of just glide it around where you want the color and you get the color payoff. And my favorite thing that they sent me is this product called Gimme Brow. This is number 4. This is a brow gel. You can use it to build volume. Let's say you don't want to put any eyebrow product, you can just use this and just shape your brow with this alone. I use this to set my brow because, quite frankly, it has the smallest wand. To me, any brow gel or brow gel-like product needs to have the most minuscule wand, because you can just go and shape your brow and you don't have to worry about getting any product on your face or your eyelid. This is perfect. Technically, you're supposed to use this if you want to just have like a very natural brow without any brow pencil. You can just go in and fluff them around. But I use this as my step 2 to just seal in my eyebrow look. Now, they did also send me their 24-hour brow setter, which is their technical actual eyebrow gel. This I think is fine, but I just wish the wand was smaller. As you can see, it almost just looks like a regular mascara wand. It's almost the same size. And this one here is a clear brow gel. There was no tint to it, and it's a fine product as a brow gel. I just have such a strong preference for those teeny tiny minuscule little wands. I just think that those are so perfect. I also have here the Precisely My Brow in number 4. I think I am number 4 across the board here. This is really good if you want something really precise and you're not trying to fluff up your brows. The only issue is there is no spoolie attached here. So if you want to blend it out, you have to use another product. That's just like something I would rather see here, is a spoolie attached. They also sent me their Roller Lash Mascara. Now, had I been more awake this morning when I did my makeup, I would have tried it on and showed it to you, but I hadn't had my coffee yet. So next time I do a video, I'll try to use this to show this to you because I'm very curious about this mascara. I have heard a lot of people say really good things about this mascara. It's supposed to be very curling and lifting. So I will definitely give this a try and get back to you. Now here we have something called a Cabrow. This is a gel cream down here, and then up here you have your little brush, so you can just dip your brush into the color here and apply. I like the idea of traveling with your eyebrow brush and product 2 in 1, but I kind of need a spoolie attached here, so I think I would need to travel with this here to, you know, fix my brows. And last but not least, from Benefit, we have their Brow Styler. Now, this is a wax and powder product. So on the top, you have your wax. So if you want just like big, fluffy, natural brows, you can just go in and fill them in with the wax. And then at the bottom here, you have your powder, which is on this little applicator. So it's not gonna fly around everywhere. So you can take this and cover the wax. I haven't used most of these yet. The only thing that I've used so far are the Goof Proof Pencil and the Gimme Brow. I really like both of these. These to me are the most standard eyebrow products that I use personally. I like pencils more than waxes and powders and things like that. So these have been the two that I've gravitated towards the most, but I'm open to trying the different ones because I just want to see if maybe I like the different textures, the cream gels or the wax and powder ones. I wonder if I'll like them. I remember when I first got into makeup a decade ago, which makes me feel so old, but one of the first things that I bought was this little case, this eyebrow case from Benefit, and it was this wax and powder compact, and I would dip into one to put on the wax, dip into the other to put on the powder. And this just seems like they used those same products, but just put them into a wand instead of having a little compact where you have to dip into one and apply. So I don't know, I could try this and see how I feel about it. And last but not least, the second company to reach out to me to send me PR is Givenchy Beauty. So the first thing they sent me is l'Interdit Eau de Parfum Intense. This is the intense version. I know that there have been other formulas in the past, but this is a totally new one. This, I would say, is the darker, sexier version of the original. I would definitely put this in the gourmand category of perfume. It's very vanilla. It's also a white floral, but it's not like a heavy floral. It's a very sweet vanilla scent. There's also a hint of balsamic in here as well. This Madagascar vanilla is so present. It's a really nice velvety sweet scent, and I almost smell a hint of star anise. I don't think there's any star anise in here, but it's just this scent that I get. There's also some sesame, orange blossom, and tuberose. It's a really nice decadent perfume. I think it is perfect for fall and winter. It's one of those more decadent, voluptuous perfumes. It's a little bit heavier, but I think some of us like those really sweet vanilla perfumes. If you like vanilla, this is definitely a perfume for you. And as I said, it's an eau de parfum, so it does last on the skin for several hours. I think if you like Chanel Coco Noir, Chanel Allure, if you like the Dior Addict perfume, Lancôme La Vie est Belle, or Lancôme La Nuit Trésor, those types of perfumes that are a little bit sweeter, a little bit sexier, a little bit more decadent, if you like any of those perfumes, I think you will really love this perfume right here. And then last but not least from Givenchy Beauty, they sent me the Le Rouge Deep Velvet Lipsticks. Now I am wearing one today. I am wearing the shade called L'Interdit, which is this beautiful classic red lip. You guys know me, you know I love red lipstick. So I have the shades here, Rose Flannel, Framboise Velours, and L'Interdit. So as you can see, this is a velvet velour matte lipstick. However, since it's in a bullet format, it won't be as mattifying or as drying as some liquid lipsticks. This is about as matte as it gets. It's been on for a few hours now. I've been drinking my coffee, and there is a little bit of transfer because it's a lipstick, not a tattoo, but it is pretty long wearing. I think if you put this on in the morning and then you have your coffee and then you might have lunch later in the day, you might want to touch up a little bit in the center of the mouth, but you won't need to remove the whole thing and reapply. These also do feel really comfortable. Sometimes matte lipsticks feel so thick and cakey, you almost feel like you have a layer on your lips. These feel like you have nothing on your lips whatsoever. It just feels like your lips. So what's interesting about these lipsticks here is that they have this most beautiful red velour case, and you just pull it off and then you have your lipstick. And you have the Givenchy logo at the top of the tube here, and you also have the Givenchy logo embossed on the lipstick. You can actually go ahead and buy different cases. They have a plethora of different colors, different patterns. Some of them are more sparkly, some of them have little studs on them. So it really depends on your mood. You can mix and match these cases. It reminds me of the Guerlain lipstick cases where you can mix and match the different cases. This is really the same thing here. These are really beautiful lipsticks. I love the red one, L'Interdit, the most because I just love a red lipstick. I know that it's a bit hard to wear bright, bold lipstick these days, especially with going out in public and mask wearing and all that. But for me, on days when I know that I'm not even going outside, I still do my makeup because putting on red lipstick really boosts my morale. It makes me feel like a different woman. All right, that is it for my luxury beauty haul for today. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Let me know down in the comments if you want to see any more individual reviews of these products. A lot of these I've already done reviews, but if there's any new items that you haven't seen before that you want more thorough reviews, let me know down in the comments. If you are new to my channel, I talk about nothing but luxury beauty. I do lots of reviews and tutorials, and whenever I get new collections like these new Dior 5 Couleurs Couture, I will go ahead and create multiple different looks. So I would highly recommend that you subscribe to my channel because I will show you so many different ways to wear the same eyeshadow palette. Alright guys, I think this is all I have for you guys for today. Thank you all so much for stopping by. I hope you have a beautiful day, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye!